So this example is, I think, the last one I'm going to show you guys. We're going to solve this one using the quadratic formula. The first thing that we check for is that it's equal to 0. As you can see, it's equal to negative 4x plus 4, which is not 0. So we want to move this to the other side of the equation, but to do that we have to use opposite rules in order to get us there. So to make negative 4x 0, I'm going to add 4x and add 4x. Remember, x squared and x, those are not like terms, so this is just going to go next to it. So then I'll have negative x squared plus 4x equals 4. Still not equal to 0 yet. To make 4 0 and move it to the other side, I'm going to subtract 4, subtract 4. This makes 0. Remember, this 4 is going to go right there because it doesn't have any like terms, so it's negative x squared plus 4x minus 4 equals 0. Okay, so now that it's equal to 0, we know what a, b, and c are. A is negative 1 because there's a negative sign, and if there's no number in front of the x squared, right here, it's going to be 1. B is in front of the x, which is 4, and C doesn't have an x, so it's negative 4. Okay, let's plug it in. So we have x equals negative b, so that's our opposite b. Negative 4 plus or minus radical b squared. B is 4 squared. Oh, there's lots of 4's in this one. Minus 4 parenthesis a, which is negative 1. Times c, which is negative 4, and then all over 2 times a, which is negative 1. Okay, so remember, we're going to simplify the ones we can do in our head. Opposite b, and then 2 times negative 1. So opposite b is going to be negative 4, plus or minus some number we're going to go get in a minute, all over 2 times negative 1, which is negative 2. So let's go get the discriminant. 4 squared minus 4 times negative 1 times negative 4. So let's go get my calculator. Okay, parenthesis 4, close parenthesis squared, minus 4, parenthesis a, which is negative 1. Whoa, that's a 7. Negative 1, close parenthesis, times c, which is negative 4, close parenthesis, and, interesting, we got 0. So, if the number under the radical, the discriminant, is 0, we are only going to have one answer, because whether you add 0 or subtract 0, remember how we do that 1 plus and 1 minus, it's not going to make a difference. And the square root of 0, if you can guess, is 0. So really, we're just going to cross out this part right here, because it's just going to be plus 0, which isn't going to change anything, or minus 0, which isn't going to change anything. So x equals negative 4 over negative 2 is what we have left. And if we type in our calculators or do in our head, negative 4 divided by negative 2, we get x equals positive 2, which is positive because a negative divided by negative is positive. So there's our one solution. That means that our quadratic graph, it does something like this. It's at 2. It goes down because, and it crosses at negative 4 on the y, because a is negative, so it looks something like that.